special at our facility in Lincolnshire. Her name is Dorthy Darcy, and she is only 104. So,
Correct.
you know, being that she's in such incredible shape and alertness, sharp as a tack, we decided we wanted to ask her a few questions just to sort of highlight what an incredible person she is and how delighted and grateful we are to have her at Lincolnshire. So I'm going to start by saying thank you so much, Dorothy, for being here with us. My name is Holden Hayes. This is my facility here at Lincolnshire. And to just remind us, what is your birthday?
January 16, 1918.
Incredible. So that was literally World War I wasn't quite over and you were just being born.
Right.
Unbelievable. So how old did your parents live to? I've heard a couple of rumors and I just wanted to clarify.
Well, my mother lived to 98.
Okay.
My father lived to 109.
Wow.
109.
Incredible, incredible. So you're still 5 years shy here. Do you think you might beat him?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that I want to. I don't think so.
You're on a pretty good track. So remind us, because where did you grow up, Dorothy?
Where did I grow up?
Yeah.
On Long Island, New York.
Wow,
Yeah.
really cool. So when did you start a family of your own?
Oh, near the end of World War II.
Wow, that's when you started. Okay, it makes sense. And how did you meet your husband?
Oh, roller skating was very popular at that time, and I met him at a roller skating rink.
Funny,
I really liked to skate. So
oh, wow.
I went there often.
Interesting. That's a great place to meet people.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's nice.
It was fun.
So how many children did you end up having, Dorothy?
Just one
Oh,
girl.
one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, one child.
Yes.
And then your grandkids, you had how many then?
Only two.
Two.
And they're twins, boy, girl.
Ah, so your granddaughter Darcy has a twin sister.
Brother.
Oh, I'm sorry, twin brother. Got
Boy,
it.
girl.
Wow,
Yes.
incredible.
Yes.
And then what about great-grandchildren?
I have none.
None yet.
None.
Okay.
None. Won't never.
Won't ever.
No.
Okay.
You saw Tommy,
Got it.
and Darcy doesn't want any.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So did you ever have a career of any kind?
Yeah, I went to work quite a few years. I had two jobs, one for about 6 years, and then I had another one for about 20 years.
Wow. What kind of work did you do back then?
I did in the office. I worked for a book publishing company.
Oh, well, that was big stuff back then. That was
Long Island.
Yeah, media was really centered around books at that point.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes. And that was on Long Island that I worked both those jobs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, you outlived so many people, friends, family, and just wanted to see, you know, there's an old phrase saying, being the last of the Mohicans. I just wanted to see, how does it feel? Because I can imagine you don't have, if any, of your original family friends that you grew up with, right? I mean, they're all gone, aren't they?
Not one.
Not one.
And she'll be 100 in August this year.
So one left. She'll be 100.
As far as
is she a friend, a family?
Oh, she's a friend.
Friend.
But I have another woman who is my cousin's daughter. I keep in contact with her too.
Well, that's pretty incredible that there's still someone from your youth that you still know.
I used to work with her at that company.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, what would be considered your greatest joy or joys, of your lifetime?
Having the twins as grandkids.
Right.
Yeah, they put a lot of joy in my life. A lot of joy.
That makes sense. Wow.
Yes,
wow.
Yeah. They were good kids.
Okay. And what accomplishments? Because you've done a lot of things over the time, over your years. So what are some things you're most proud of over your entire time?
Well, I think becoming 104 years old is it.
I have to agree with you. That is so phenomenal. So is there anything else that comes to mind?
About being 104?
Well, maybe that too, but I mean, it is such a monumental thing. It's so incredible, and I like to take a note for the interview that, Dorothy really, she's in better mental condition and physical condition than people in our facility decades younger than her. So it is quite an incredible phenom. And so one of our last questions, because I may have one little bonus question that I didn't tell you about, I didn't even think of, so I'm going to add, but you know, but before that, one that you knew about is, at your amazing age of 104, do you have any, you know, general life advice you can give to the rest of us who can only dream, you know, of living to such a grand age and be well so, you know, healthy as you? Just anything in all of your time that you could say, a general piece of advice to those, you know, watching this interview?
Should want to live long,
or just in life that you've learned, because you've had a lot of experiences in your time that people, you know, can only dream to have as many experiences over the years as you have. You've seen so many things. Is there any advice that you could give to us?
No, not really. I just did nothing special in my life.
Well,
except I went to work.
Okay.
I worked quite a few years.
Well, how did you stay so healthy then? Because most people don't.
Okay. My father, he should have been just a farmer, because he loves to have a little farm, and he always had a farm for us when we moved out to Long Island.
Got it.
And he loved it. We had a regular farm, had lots of chickens, eggs, of course. All this was good food and vegetables. My mother would preserve them. My father would plant them, and the seeds. And he made his own tractor. He made sure we always ate good food. Organic,
fresh grown, yes. And raised food right there on your own property.
Right, yes,
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
It was a field of just the family, just
wow.
for him. So we had the fresh eggs, the chickens, the veggies.
Mm-hmm.
We had goats at one time.
Wow.
And was drinking goat milk.
Nice.
But anyway, my mother would preserve and my father would grow them.
Right.
But he had a job on the side, a full-time job.
Wow.
And he worked all during the war and during the
World War II?
Depression. Yeah.
Wow.
And during the Depression.
Before the World War II. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was my family. We always had good food and stay away from junk food, stuff like
That's
that.
smart. That's smart.
Yeah, it is. And don't smoke. My father never smoked.
Wow.
Yeah.
109 he
was
lived to.
108 he lived to be.
108.
108.
Wow.
Right.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Well, those are all good pieces of advice, Dorothy. I don't think anyone can argue with everything you're saying. They can't possibly. So, last question, because we've asked you a lot of things and we really appreciate it. You know, transitioning from living, you know, with husband, raising children, you've been on your own a few times and back with family, and now you're in a situation where even though you're doing so well, you're here at our ALF. How does it feel, like that transition? How does it feel to be in an assisted living environment?
And in fact, the friend that I know still, we still keep in contact. She's going to be 100 years old. And she is going to be 100. She lives in an ALF, as I do too.
Okay.
That we certainly like that the people here are very nice.
Okay.
And I know I'm being taken care of.
Right.
And I wouldn't go any other place.
Well, that's so sweet of you. That's sweet of you. Well, you know, I will tell you this, Dorothy, on behalf of myself, all the staff, everyone here, and anyone who's watching, you know, I want to say thank you for doing the interview, and you know, we're marveled by you, and we just hope that we can be like you, you know, at the age of into our senior years and be so well preserved as you are. So thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and us doing the interview, and we love you. Okay. All right.